Hey guys, so welcome to another video episode of Shoutmeloud, and we are doing a live Q&A. And today topic we're going to talk about blogging, WordPress, SEO, and more about the mindset and the productivity. So hey Kanchan, nice to see you. Uh, कितने में rank हो सकता है? Pradeep Gotra. Hi Pradeep. I'll take your question in a bit. So let me welcome everyone. Hey Ambuj. Hey Hemant. Hey Kanan. Motive Knowledge, Subham, Sartul. Hey Subhash. Hey Sachin, nice to see you here. Yatish, hi. Uh, Sagar, how to increase organic traffic? That's a very good question, and we'll take that today. Uh, all right, so before we start, let me start taking question one by one. So Sagar, how to increase organic traffic? The SEO is your best bet. Whenever you publish an article, make sure it's keyword optimized. Make sure your website is on one niche because this is becoming very prominent and important in today's day. So even if you're blogging on multi-niche, just think like make sure that like you consolidate everything in single niche or maybe for a single audience. Like, hey, if you're writing about health, productivity and stuff, and it's targeted to entrepreneur, it's a good niche. But if you're writing about random about health, fooding, travel, but it does not have any specific niche, that's a problem, and it will be hard for you to rank. So do focus on that. Hemant, how to increase Alexa rank? I would not say do not bother about Alexa rank now. It's actually one of the outdated things. So forget about the Alexa rank. Sukhvinder Hindi is going to go bigger. Right now, you have an opportunity to grow your user base. Publish a lot of content on your blog. YouTubing is a great way to grow your subscriber base. So definitely do that. Abhishek, happy Mahanavami to you as well. Hey, Ravi, I was asking about increasing domain authority. So, Ravi, domain authority is something going to be very important, and it is already very important. So, the best way to go about it is first make sure that your blog depreciate a brand, like it actually showcase a brand. Focus on your logo, focus on your layout, make sure it looks good. Then go about building the brand authority by guest posting on other website. Like that's something. Do not miss out on those because even now the guest posting is still easy, but it won't be the same after a while. So focus on that, and your domain authority will increase over the time. Participate in those expert roundup. If you're starting from scratch, interview bloggers, do those expert roundup thing, 36 experts sharing their take on how to grow traffic. Do all this thing activity, and it will help you to make your brand stand out to the world and overall increase your authority with the time. Backlinks are going to play a major role in this. Kanan, text versus video blog versus audio, which is best? Great question, Kanan. And text blogging, it all depends on the kind of content you are producing. Like, so certain kind of content really works well with the text. Certain kind of content works well with the video. What I would recommend, definitely have text content, and whenever possible, add 1 or 2 minute video or maybe more with the video content. It just add more multimedia and add more value to the content. Now, about the audio content, the number of podcast users, the people who listen to audio content while traveling, while gymming, while doing various activity, are increasing. In India, it's still yet to find its peak. In India, the numbers are not that great. But if your audience are sitting outside in US, UK, Australia, where the people who listen to podcast is really high, you should definitely focus on that. Now, saying that, even though India is not like yet there in terms of podcasting, but if you start early, like right now, and then you start building those, early adopter, the chances are like after a while, if once like India actually caught up with the podcasting, it will help you like rise really fast. And that's the key. In every field that you do, you be consistent. Maybe the growth is like just like this, and all of a sudden your growth will be like this. But the only key is you have to be consistent with your topic and with what you're doing. Looking pretty good in beard, Bhaiya. Thank you, Shanta. Um, domain, so companies like GoDaddy, Big Rock, domain कहाँ से लेते हैं? So okay, that's a very good question. They actually buy license from the main domain registrar, and that's like a lot of money that you need to put in. as a guarantee if you do that. Or you can also become a reseller. So you can become a reseller from GoDaddy or Reseller Club. It works really well. And I started a domain business like 5 years back with Shout My Domain. I don't use it much for the public because this kind of business requires a lot of services, which is not one of my highest point, but there's a lot of money there. So Reseller Club or GoDaddy, they both offer reseller program. You can join them and start your own domain and web hosting business. Domain business is great. Web hosting business is great only if you're upselling. Like when you sign up for GoDaddy or any web hosting company, you see like they offer you a lot of SEO services, SEO tools. Those are add-ons. Those are called upselling. And if you do that, then that's where the real money is. Subhash, I want to do blogging, Blogger, and WordPress. So WordPress is definitely better, hands down to WordPress. Tech Tips India, please speak in Hindi, sir. I will join my other channel, Shout Me Hindi. There I talk in Hindi. Here we have a lot of international audience, and the only language that we speak is English. But you can join Shout Me Hindi YouTube channel, and definitely we'll do a live video there as well, which is based affiliate marketing. If you can be more clear about your question, I can answer that. Hindi blogging has a lot of scope. If you do it right, it will help you a lot in in the future. And since you actually speak Hindi and you can connect to the right audience in short span of time, I think there's a lot of scope. Best keyword research tool. I use SEMrush and Ahrefs. They are like easy to do. You can use them, but then there are free tools as well. You can also use them. Tube Insider, how to rank without backlinks. Okay, so if you're in a niche which is like not very competitive, you can definitely rank without backlinks. The two things I will take care of in that case: number one, on-site SEO, like making sure that the indexation, the crawling is easy, my website load really fast. I have all those important pages like about and contact us, which shows that you have an authority, like it gives the trust signal. And then the on-page SEO, like writing content based on the keyword that people are searching for. You can use tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs to figure out what is the keyword that is actually working out for certain website and use them to optimize your website. Okay. Sir, please tell me your scheduled time to work. And Abhishek, I have this question from your last thing. You asked like, how do I constantly work? So yes, I would definitely like to talk about it because I think it's very important. If since internet we do so many things, and if we don't optimize our work time, by the end of the day we may spend like hours on internet and we feel like shit, we have not accomplished anything. So here is what I do. Number one, that I use this tool called Wonderlist. I'll show you. Okay, so Wonderlist actually, like it's basically a to-do list kind of thing, and in which like whatever tasks come in my head, I write it down here. When I start my day, I make a note of three things that I'll be accomplishing today, and those three things are the most, like probably the thing which are like the most not so easy. And I start with the most tough task in the morning. Like for example, if I have to write a email sequence for a particular series, I do that first. I write my blog post first because that's kind of like give me the feeling that okay, I've accomplished something. And then I move to the second and third task. After that, I look into those quick tasks which is on my Wonderlist and start finishing them. So the most important thing is like you have whenever a task comes in your head, you note it down. Once you note it down, you can forget about it because now you remember, you have it written. If you don't write it, it's like it's keep nagging you like, oh shit, I have to do this thing. And the fear is like, what if I forget the task? So note it down. Do not check your email throughout the day, like like after every half an hour. Like set a standard time that I'll check in the morning and I'll check in the evening. Second, yes, social media, use it cautiously because it's kind of entertaining to be on Facebook, and Facebook is smart, like show you all the interesting video that you will check and you'll be like, oh okay, I'm liking it, and then 1 hour is poof gone. So it's not great. Okay. Well, fart. Okay, what's with the fart, man? Okay, let me ban you. Okay, hide user on this channel. Okay. Can AdSense will be a good earning source? Definitely, if you're getting like organic traffic, AdSense can definitely add to the recurring income. But if you once you actually get the hang of AdSense, once you start making money from it, I would suggest like move ahead. Think of number one, affiliate marketing. That is where the real money is. Then start launching your own product. That could be ebooks. You can launch your membership course, which is becoming very popular all over the world. And I hope to see more from the India as well. Um, then you can also offer services. That is something which I did in 2012-13. It made a lot of money. I help people with their WordPress SEO, giving them the consultancy about how to plan their blog, how to do content marketing and all those things. And I used to charge like $300 an hour, and it was great. But I kind of like, taken a backseat because it's more like repeated task, which I do not like. So these few things you can always do to make more money from your blog. Okay, so all right. By Adsense disable. Oh, okay, that's bad. Suggest me some free tools for blogging. So free tools I use, for the writing, I started using Hemingway Editor. It's a desktop tool, and I really enjoy writing on it. It's just makes my writing much better. Like especially if you're writing long sentences and all, it gives you suggestion right away that you should change that you can use. Um, uh, Please say about the best structure to write an article. Start with the problem or start with the quotation. Like your first few lines and first paragraph is the best, is the thing that actually attract people. It's like a hook. It's like if your starting is great, the people will read your whole article. So make sure that your intro paragraph or your first line is powerful. So usually I think like, okay, are you struggling with driving traffic to your blog? If your answer is yes, read on. So things like this will help people to connect. Read about hook. There is one book that I highly recommend to all of you who wants to write better. It's called the Adweek copywriting book. Adweek, ADWWK. Amazing book. It helped me a lot in the initial days. Will help you. Okay, how do I ban this? Right. Raise for now by disable payment. Can we rank our article without creating backing? Yes, you can rank, but like depending on the niche that you're in, it really makes a lot of difference. All right, so I'll just take a few more questions. And so this question is from Jitendu, and he asked this question in our last Q&A, in which he asked like, hey, can is my AdSense account safe if I'm in the health category? Yes, it's safe as long as you're not publishing those content which are like banned, for example, the porn kind of stuff. But as long as it's related to health and your advices are like sounding like yes, you're an expert, it works. There is no problem with that. How to stay motivated? This question is by Rafiqul, and that's a challenge that I believe most of us face. That staying motivated is a thing. So the best way is like you should define your goal in the numbers. Like, hey, okay, I want. So here's what I do. Like I pick a number for what the things I want to do. For example, for the next year, I want Shoutmeloud to reach 5 million page views. I want to grow our YouTube channel to 1 million subscriber. So these are the quantitative number that you're gonna put. Note it down. Make a note of it on a pen, paper, like on your diary, on a journal. Keep that. And every morning, keep looking at it, and then figuring out like what is the thing that you can do today to reach there. Then also figure out what are the things that demotivate you, the things that kind of like give your heart a stop, and you're like, oh, okay, now my energy is low. So refrain from doing all those things, and it's different for different people. Social media is one of the things which is common for everyone, and it's a study which says that if you use social media a lot, you'll be feeling sad because when you see a lot of people doing great things, kind of feel that, oh shit, what my life, what the kind of life I have. So yeah, that's there. Abhishek, how I constantly work, which I already answered today. And thank you for all the lovely comments and the value that you have added in the last video. Okay, so guys, will tech channels started today be able to succeed in future? Pranjay, that's a very good question. The thing is, the people who are consuming tech content are also increasing. Just like there are many big players. So if you're fighting with them, like when you're starting out, it's a challenge. But since you already have a standard that you have to break, it's easy for you. The most important thing is you need to find your unique voice. unique angle that people can connect to. If you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, it will be a challenge. So, what I really mean is, like, if you're, let's say, if you're writing a review of Huawei P20 Pro, and then if you add the honest review of you in a way that a normal user can connect to, I think it would make a difference. The only thing is you have to stay consistent without worrying about, like, okay, if I'm going to win or lose. You just have to think about that one person who is reading or watching your content. Is it going to help them? If you focus on that one thing, it will help you. You're welcome, Pranjay. Through Magic Fireplace, Pranjay. How I get backlink from Shoutmeloud Extra Gyan. We do have a guest blogging thing for the bloggers who are in the same niche, but I think it's something not very easy now. How to buy WordPress theme from India by using RuPay card? I'm not sure about that. Maybe you can look for a virtual credit card which offered by ICICI or some other bank and see if they allow international buying. Adsense alternative for beginners. There's Propeller ads, but they are not really, I really know they pay really good, but I'm not sure about the ad quality, but that's, you can look at as an AdSense alternative. If you have suggestion for AdSense alternative, please type in the chat. That would help a lot of us. Entertainment blog, is that scopeful? Definitely, like, it's for the masses, but from the money making perspective, it would require a lot of work because a lot of people are doing entertainment thing. If you can look, if your goal is to make money, then you should look into some other niche which has the real money value. Okay, domain and keyword match 100%. Then how to rank with blogspot.com? So, at the end of the day, even if you use Blogspot or WordPress, it's kind of okay as long as if you know how to optimize the website, the page that you are building. So think of Blogspot and WordPress, both are the platform. The reason I recommend WordPress more because there are plugins which let you optimize it just by installing and configuring the plugin. On the Blogspot, it's kind of tough, but it's possible. So yeah, even if you build on any of the platform, it works. Exact match domain, there is penalty, but those are for the people who are creating those bad content, like the thin content, and trying to rank just because they have the domain rich keyword. So think this way, like, you have something like makemoney.com, and then you write content which is actually actionable and help people. People who are, I see no reason that you can't rank for it. How to recover from algorithmic penalties, especially Penguin. I disavow some of the backlinks yet can't able to see results. So yeah, disavow is the best way. You need to make a list of all those backlink that you think is, like, not worth it. Submit them to the Google disavow tool, and then even if it does not help and you have done that, then, like, again, reach out to the Google team from the Google product forum and see and tell them, like, this is what you have done, and see if there is a manual penalty, can that be removed. Hope that helps. What is your per day earning? Okay, so what else? I have applied for AdSense from my hosted account. Should we focus on keyword initially, or should we focus on content for new blogs? I think it has to be a match for both the thing. Like, what I do is, like, there's a keyword-driven content and there is shoulder-driven content. So, and most of the Shoutmeloud content is shoulder-driven content. What does it mean is, like, even though they are not optimized for the keywords, but when you read those content, these are the content that you need, and those are the content that people share the most on social media and tell to the world that, hey, go read Shoutmeloud because there is actionable content. So you need to have a mix of both this kind of content. Just don't focus only on the keyword-driven content because it gets boring. You need to show your personality, write about the things that you really care about, as long as it's in the permissible limit of the niche and useful to your audience. If you like to write about something that is very personal to you, use another blog or something. Any long-term money-making blogging niche? I think, like, health is a great niche. Like, as long as the long-term is one that is not going to become irrelevant after 2, 3, 4 years. Define your long-term, like 10 years. Which affiliate program do I use? I use ShareSale, I use Commission Junction, I use Impact Radius, I use GrowSumo, and I have a video coming on GrowSumo next week, so it will give you an idea how GrowSumo works. So that's something you're gonna like. I have applied from. Okay, so I'm not taking AdSense question today, Aman. Sorry about that. Hello, Shindy blogging. AdSense can make money. Yes, I've already answered that. You have to like rewind, so it definitely makes money. Sorry, but are planning to do a live videos every morning more often. Have a great day. Yes, I'm planning to do more live videos as long as the questions are relevant. If it's please ask new question. Please give me something to like really think about and then answer you. Don't ask question that you can actually search online and then find it. It's just not useful for all of us. So think of the question which I can which is going to really help you. So yes, we'll do the live videos. And do like this video if you're finding it useful. Thank you for all the 20 like, and hello to all 96 users. All right, guys. So I think like it's 20 minutes. Wow, that's like the first longest live video I've ever done. And Tube Insider, what about cryptocurrency niche? That's a very good niche, very profitable. It's also challenging because you need to be know about the technology. If you know the technology, it's a great niche. Cryptocurrency niche. If you can be there, go there. You'll be earning in bitcoins and cryptos directly. How live show support for Shoutmeloud. Sachin, I would love to help everyone, but providing support, it's not practical for us right now. Maybe in future, if I could find a way, we'll definitely do that. In the first 3 months of a blog, do you think one should do SEO only or they should run ads? So again, like back in the days, I used to say like, okay, you should not spend money on the driving traffic to the blog, but now you can actually drive traffic to the blog by running ads on Facebook, on Google Ads, on Google. Uh, uh, in the initial days, if you have a good plan for your blog, as long as you can see like, okay, user who is coming to your blog, they're going to make some money for you, you can spend some money. You can actually use the retargeting feature, and you can also use lookalike audience of Facebook ads to drive more similar people to your website. Should you spend money? I would rather focus on SEO initially, and once like I start getting some traffic, like even 50 a day or 100 a day, then I will start spending money on the ads. How to rank for near me? How to get more organic traffic? I already answered that, Vijay. Um, Okay, so guys, there is a question that I'm reading, but I'm not answering. Please leave those questions in the comment section after this video goes live, and the next Q&A I will do, I will definitely answer those questions, give you like more meaningful insight on that, so that it how to outrank Shout Me Loud gaming. Why do you want to do that? I thought you all love Shout Me Loud, don't you? I'm from Bangladesh today. Hello from India. All sir, what about niche about bike? I think like the automobile niche is great, like if you can be there, but I see a lot of people actually just talk about the latest bike and latest car, but you should also look at the basic of the automobile, like how difference between manual and automatic stuff, like which creates a base content. And here's a tip for all of you, whatever niche you are in, be it technology, automobile, health, internet marketing, create the niche base content, and all the new content that you would be writing will have you can have reference to the base content, and that way the value of your base content will improve over the time, and that's how you can sustain and survive in the longer run. Otherwise, if you're just publishing the new content like about automobile or new phones, as soon as you stop publishing, your blog become irrelevant, and then you get demotivated that, oh shit, I'm not getting so much traffic. So that's going to really help. How I run affiliate banner and AdSense at some websites. Sanjay, you can do that. Like you can use affiliate banner and AdSense on the same at the same time. However, I would suggest use affiliate link within the content and write compelling content. It works better than the affiliate ads. How about inspiration niche? So inspiration niche is good, not from the AdSense perspective, but what you can do is you can create courses or ebooks or offer one-on-one consultation to monetize. How to do keyword research manually? Use Google Keyword Planner, and there are many good tools. I've written about them on Shoutmeloud. Please refer to them. All right, guys. Thank you for your time. It was great chatting with you all. Thank you, Rafikul. Thank you, Take Subha. leave your question in the, this video is going to go live on our YouTube channel now. So leave your question there. The next Q&A, I will take your question. I'll make an announcement on our Instagram page and Twitter. If you're not there, please join our Instagram. It's by the name shoutmeloud.com. On Twitter, join denharsh or shoutmeloud, either. Uh, all right, Sanjay, Stack Buddy, bye-bye. Have a good one. Take care.